about just a few other things that might be useful to you as a new chorister. First of all, I've had some choristers very willing to lead for a stake meeting, and they told me, hey, I would be happy to just follow the organist. Unfortunately, that doesn't really work. That doesn't mean it's never done, but it doesn't really work. It's kind of like having the cart pull the horse. It's a little backwards. Now, why is that so? Well, for one thing, I think it's important to know who's leading. Sometimes there isn't even a communication between the organist and chorister, and the organist thinks the chorister's leading, but the chorister is actually following the organist. That happened to me one time in state conference. I was playing the organ, and I had 3 fairly difficult pieces that I was playing, hymns, for the congregation. When I played the first one, it was pretty tricky to keep up with the chorister. And I was really nervous because the second hymn was Let Us All Press On. And I didn't know that one as well as the first. So I leaned over to the chorister after the opening prayer, and I said, I think I'm gonna need you to slow down a little bit for me on Let Us All Press On so that I don't make as many mistakes. And she said, oh sure, don't worry about it, I'm following you. So I was the one pushing the tempo up, and I didn't even know it. So it's pretty important, first of all, that there's communication between the organist and chorister, but the chorister needs to be in charge. The organist has plenty of jobs happening, from setting the keys to make the right sound, to getting the chords right, to some of them are playing foot pedals and some of them aren't. But there's a lot of things going on, and if the chorister can be in charge of keeping a steady tempo and making sure everyone's coming in on time and making sure we're waiting a good amount of time between verses and whatever, if they can worry about all that, then as an organist, I can worry about the things that I really need to focus on. So the chorister should be in charge. That can feel a little bit intimidating at first, but remember that you don't have to be perfect at it to be in charge, and truthfully, if you make a really big mistake, nobody will follow you anyway. And so it's a low bar a little bit, but if you are leading out, the organist and pianist will come to trust that you are leading and will follow you better. One way to test if that relationship is going well with the chorister and organist is to do something like Hymn 100, where the organist and pianist don't have to work very hard. That's Nearer My God to Thee. And what you do is you start conducting them, nearer my God, and then you speed up to thee, nearer to thee, e'en though it be a cross that raiseth me. Okay, so you speed up, you slow down, and that gets the organist paying better attention to you. Sometimes they don't even realize they're not following you until you do something like that, and then they go,